All right, so like I was saying last time, about business registration, Amazon partnership, things of that nature, I happened to stumble across the documents. So basically I want to show you guys what it would look like and what documents you need to basically register your business, and things of that nature. So the last info session, I basically went into detail about owning businesses, registration, things of that nature. So what I have here is basically, so I got my registration documents, business orders, my invoices and stuff. Got my other business registration, some more invoices. I got my clothing company. Thing I'm gonna go through is the business registration. So basically, once you start a business, so for example, the Amazon partnership, and things of that nature. So whether you're an independent contractor or sole proprietor, which means you run a business yourself, you're the owner operator, you're an independent contractor, or you're a limited liability corporation, incorporation, whatever you do, you still have to file documents and do your taxes. So what I'm about to show you, so right here, in my province or state, the Ministry of Government and Consumer Services registration form under the Business Names Act. So that's what this form is right here. So this, you're registering a business, you're registering your business name, things of that nature. So once you do something like that, you basically would be approved. So registration confirmation, this is what it looks like. You'll get a confirmation letter from your state or province telling you you've been incorporated, you're registered as an independent contractor, you're registered as a sole proprietor. And that right here is a commission of revenue. The IRS, or Canada Revenue Agency, the Internal Revenue Services, or the Canada Revenue Agency, my name, so the registration, my business number, which I'm not going to show, for obvious reasons, date, registration confirmation notice, and these are the documents. So once you follow this document and you fill out the application, this is the registration confirmation you'll get. Next, these are the goods and service taxes, electronic filing information. So this is doing your taxes, the IRS or the CRA. This right here is your business account, your taxes. So like I said, I registered for solutions for mail and shipping solutions. So this is my account with them. So my Amazon store name was Shop Global 1, and that's my business right there. And this is an example of the card that they would provide you with, just a photocopy with your name on it, your business name, your business number, and this will give you certain perks, benefits, and membership discounts and stuff. So those are certain documents you have to go through. All right, so the next example of a business, so I had 3 different businesses, not only 3, but I have more businesses. I also work, like I said, I'm employed. I work for companies like UPS, the Heart and Stroke Lottery Foundation, the Cancer Society Foundation. At the call center, I've worked at Toronto Star, which is the newspaper company in this city, selling subscriptions. I've worked at telecommunications. I've worked in all types of businesses. So yeah, like I said, in addition to that, UPS and stuff, I've worked for, and I own 3 different companies, right? Or more than 3 companies. So for example, the Princess Margaret Home Cancer Society, Home and Heart and Stroke Foundation, Home Lottery. For example, these right here, where you fill this out on the back, Princess Margaret Cancer Center. So this right here is what you would fill out and send back to them. This right here, this is the back page where you fill out everything and then you subscribe. So for example, this right here is for my job, but the reason I'm showing this is because it helped me build a lot of customer service experience as a customer service rep. So this is the schedule. As you can see, you got the schedule, continental rotating shifts, and this is the customer relationship agent training line. So when I worked there, it was 2017, and that's why you're the 2017-18 So they have the booklet, there's the training package, and you'd be on the phone making calls for this company or this nonprofit organization. But like I said, I work for UPS, I work for medical companies. It helped me build a lot of character. It helped me understand a customer relationship. It helped me understand phone etiquette, email etiquette, how to present yourself, how to speak, have proper pronunciation, use your voice properly, have a clear and understandable voice, things of that nature, how to speak, how to present yourself, how to greet people, how to take down information, how to do different things. So now moving on to businesses. So one of the businesses I was doing was Omvic, which is car sales, as a used car lot and a rental company, a rental vehicle. So that's one thing I was working on. And basically what that allows you to do, I'm just showing you that you have to register. Whatever you do, it comes with a pack of papers, and you can't just skip through it because you don't want to be charged or fined or sued. So that's what I mean by registering your business, setting up business accounts, calling the Canada Revenue Agency, calling the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS, the CRA, contacting your local branch of government or whatever branch of government you operate in, and registering your business, making sure you're up to date and meet all permits, licensing requirements. If you don't know, ask somebody or hire an accountant, hire a lawyer. So the next business I got after that was my clothing company. So this right here is Express Lane Clothing. This is the company I started back in 2015 or 14 when I was very young, about 19, 20 years old. So basically what I have here is like the frequently asked questions on my website. How much is shipping? How long will it take for my order to arrive? How will I know if you have received my order? How long does shipping take? Do we ship internationally? What is the refund exchange policy? Things of that nature. So this is a page on my website for clothing. And then I have the about page, which is just a brief summary of how I started this business, what it's about. And that's just something simple to just let people know how we started, where we started from, what we represent, and things of that nature. There's just a catalog of clothing. You got sweaters, crew necks, tank tops, tote bags, caps. These are just displays and examples. So you got the other ones, you got the cap, you got the t-shirts, you got more stuff, you know, the Instagram page and stuff like that. And then basically, so even for the clothing company, it's something like I said, like if you're going to events and shows or you're going to sell your items, you're going to need a vendor permit. That means a pass to set up a table or set up a shop, you know. And then if you own a store, you're going to obviously have to pay for land taxes. You're going to have to pay insurance, renter's insurance or owner's insurance. You're going to have to insure your employees. You're going to have to insure your stuff, your inventory, and your items, because if somebody comes in your store and steals a rack of clothing, you want to be insured for that. So for example, if each t-shirt costs $300 and somebody takes a rack of about 50 shirts at $300 a piece, that's going to be about almost $15,000 worth of inventory lost. So basically, if you get insurance, it'll protect you from that, just like cameras, just like a security system, you know, training your employees properly so that way they don't get injured during a theft or something like that, or a break-in or robbery, whatever it is. There are certain things you learn. So for example, I worked at a gas station, which they taught me after a certain amount, you have to make a deposit, and you don't keep more than $100 on till in case of a robbery or in case of something taking place. These are things I learned through employment, through trial and error, and just working and learning as I got older. So from my teens to my 20s, I worked in a various amount of places, a variety of places. And each of them, not only did I get a paycheck, but I was learning something. So like my first job was screen printing clothing. I worked in a garment warehouse, athletic garments. So I learned shipping and receiving. I learned to inventorize my items. I learned to ship and label and package things, pick and pack items, customer service, answering emails and phone calls. I learned how to make shipping labels, learned how to read the map geologically, where they're going to, right? Confirming with the customers, things of that nature. Then in the warehouse, I'll be printing garments, sports accessories like bracelets, not only categorizing and inventorizing them, but also packaging them, sending them out to places, to customers. For example, like the Barcelona or Spain bracelets, things of that nature, like a soccer jersey, and then like a custom name on the back. So we'd be embroidering and printing them. So that's where my passion for this started, because my first job in high school, where I was doing co-op at, and it's a very good job. I was getting very high pay. It was an exclusive place, not just anybody could walk in and get hired. It's because I knew the owner of the company, and they were approved by my school for co-op, and my teacher approved of this place. My teacher was a reference for me. He's the one that helped me get this job, and it worked out very well for me. It taught me interpersonal skills, communication skills. The CEO and the owner of the company was a good friend of my teacher, so he would take me into the office and show me around, show me how the operations work, how the logistics and supply chain works, how to do accounting, he'd even come to the machines with me, and then he'd be like, hey, listen, bud, like, I need help printing out a couple of jerseys if you don't mind, you know. And to me, it was a learning process because I was only a kid. I was 15, 16 years old. It helped me a lot. But when I got older and started my own clothing line, when I was 22, 21 years old, it brought back memories for me of sitting there and printing jerseys and watching it get printed in a warehouse where it was a mass production, right? So when I went to my store, or I went to my supplier, and then basically he would teach me the same thing. He'd be like, look, bro, this is how I'm making this up. You know, I'm screen printing, or I'm doing direct to garment printing, I'm doing embroidery. So I learned a lot about custom clothing. I learned a lot about making uniforms, making things for events and parties like bridal showers, gender reveals, engagement parties, bachelor parties, corporate events, family barbecues, get-togethers. Again, uniforms is a main thing, and that's one of my favorite things as well, a company uniform, and other things like that, right? So custom clothing, obviously my own design. So when I got older, I started going on the computer, making my own designs. I would have an idea in my head, I would sketch it out, I would put it on the computer, send it over to the store, and then the guys in the store would print it out, put it on a t-shirt or cap or whatever it is, or tote bag, and then send it back to me and be like, what do you think about this? And I'll be like, this is amazing. So I got my buttons, I got my t-shirts. Like I said, it's very amazing to see an idea that was in your head, that when you close your eyes you see it, to eventually hold it in your hands and see it on a clothing, on a t-shirt or a cap or whatever it is, to see it come to life is very beautiful. So it helps you do your creative thing as well, right? Not just business, but it's creativity. So that's a very fun experience. So the next thing I got to show you is the actual part of running the business. So we got to cut to the nitty gritty and get down to business, as they say. And what I mean by that is like the invoices, the shipping. So this, for example, is from my Amazon business or my Amazon partnership. There's some stuff from my clothing company as well. But for the most part, these are all invoices and expenses associated too. So we have different invoices, things of that nature, and shipping. So these are all costs of running a business. So I'm going to show you the invoice for what I pay for these items and things of that nature. And you'll see where the profit is because it's easy to discern, right? You can see where the room for profit is. So the first thing I'm going to do is close off my clothing company. So these were just like inventory costs associated. So certain stuff I got printed, and a business card. So I got a pack of business cards, quantity 1,000. You can see that right there, quantity 1,000, $20. Description business cards. I got my custom printed garments for promotion. I got my pins done, my buttons done, which I got those ones. So I got 150 pins. I went to my printing place. I got direct to garment, certain things. I went to a different company for my business cards, 1,000 business cards. These are my clothing, the inventory. So my clothing, doing a test run, this is what it cost me. Things of that nature. So I'm gonna put these away. And what I want to show you, this is the more important part. So when we cut to the nitty gritty of it, when we get down to business, is basically that what we have here is the invoices. So basically what I'm gonna show you is so the Amazon Marketplace. So it says, thank you for ordering from the Amazon Marketplace, I've blanked out the person's name and address for obvious reasons. I just want to show you the different addresses, right? The different prices. What you need to pay attention to is the prices. So this person, for example, has paid $165 for quantity 1 controller, and this is in Canada, right? So the next person here, we're just gonna go through these. This person is in the United States. They paid $93 US, which translates to about 120 Canadian dollars. This person is from Toronto, Canada. They paid 75 Canadian dollars. This person is from British Columbia, Canada, Kamloops, and they paid $75. And this person is from Quebec. This person paid $85. So when I was giving an example, these are just examples of shipping within Canada and America, United States. But there was also other places like Africa, Europe, Asia. So there were also other orders, international orders. Oh yeah, in Mexico. So Latin America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, and then North America as well. So we're shipping to different continents. We're shipping internationally and things of that nature. Yeah, so this is my business again. Like you've seen, the one that was registered by me. This is my name. This is my Amazon seller page, my Amazon marketplace. So this is what you see right here. These are just the examples and then the product I'm selling, right? But now, here's the other part, right? The part is the shipping. So I gotta ship these out. So I gotta go and ship these out. These are the invoices and receipts for shipping. The package slip, right? So small parcel shipping. So now these are the invoices associated with that. So here's the different numbers, right? Total 228. Quantity 6, right? So quantity again, you got different quantities, and then basically these are invoices, as you can see. So this is the expense of running a business, right? That was a profit, and this is the invoice for each invoice. See, this one is 5, quantity 5, $200. You got different invoices. So these are all invoices. So everything you see here is an invoice. And this is what it cost me to buy my inventory to sell on Amazon. And then, in addition to that, I also had the cost of shipping, like I said. So I have to ship these out. So there's my cost. That was my cost. And then basically, you see the numbers I showed. And these are also some invoices. Right? So this is what it comes down to. It comes to documents. It comes down to documents. It comes down to papers. And basically everything on paper is what you have to provide to the government, which again is these right here. So you register your business. This is the government. You register, you get a confirmation. They tell you good work, you've registered your business. Here's your business account, here's your tax account. And then you pay taxes. Here's your shipping receipt, so when you ship and receive. And you keep documents of all these things, and that's how you operate a successful registered business which pays taxes. So you're not illegally operating a business, and you're not skimming anybody on taxes. You're paying your taxes, you're registering your business, they know exactly what you're doing. You keep them updated, you have all your permits, your licenses, everything up to date. You're registered, and then basically from there, you just make sure you be a good business person. Keep up your customer relations, customer service experience. Make sure your customers have a good experience. Don't get frustrated, There's a learning curve for everything. You're going to bump your head a couple of times. There's trial and error. And you have to learn these things and then utilize resources, Take some time, read, figure out what you're doing, find a mentor, do things of that nature, and you'll go a long way. You'll go far. Good luck. Alright, so in the last video, I was talking about e-commerce and business registration and Amazon partnership. My Amazon partnership looked like I was able to find the documents. So that's my name, that's my company. So the company I was operating on my Amazon partnership was Shop Global One. And basically this is what it was. So once I registered my business, I basically got a letter. I needed a solution for shipping. I could have drop shipped, or I could have warehoused with Amazon, but I chose to inventorize, warehouse, and do the shipping and shipping, labeling, and everything by myself. So which is why I had to utilize USPS, United States Postal Service, Canada Post, FedEx, UPS. GPS, things of that nature. Basically, or any country, you would be required to pay for your businesses. That's what under the Business Names Act registration, and this is my state or province, the Ministry of Government and Consumer Services. So you'd have to fill out something like this. You could easily go online. You could use a lawyer, or you could use an accountant and things of that nature. If you don't know what you're dealing with, like I said, when I was 19, I worked at a accounting firm, and I have business experience, business registration, such as business management, the legal side of business. So that's why I'm able to successfully do that. But also, they're very helpful. If you go on the website, you could contact them and have them walk you through the website. They're always willing to help you. They're open during business hours, on business days. So Monday to Friday, I'm guessing from 9 to 5. I'm not too sure exactly what the hours are. But if you call them, they'll be more than willing to walk you through it. Just like for me, for my business registration, I did have to call them. I had to for my taxes as well. And they easily correspond with you. It's very simple. They'll walk you through whatever you need. Alright, so this is basically the confirmation. So once you register a business, after you fill out that form, you get your business number, incorporated or a limited liability corporation if you're a or sole proprietorship, not self, but sole, S-O-L-E, sole, that means individual. You're the proprietorship, you're the owner of the company. There's also independent contractor forms that you have to fill out for tax purposes. So you have to do that, and then being an independent contractor or self-employed or sole proprietor or a limited liability corporation, you're gonna have to look after your own taxes, which is why you'd probably need an accountant, or you're gonna learn how to do taxes. A confirmation. So once you fill out this form right here, where's the form? So once you fill out the first form, what you're gonna need to do after that, the goods, the registration, this is basically what it looks like. You're gonna get a confirmation notice, and you'll be an independent contractor. It's good to always get yourself signed up for some type of postal service or mail solution, so like a PO, business solutions like that, an office, or if you need to, and things of that nature. Like I said, like a home office or a real office. So for me, I was doing different businesses. I was doing the Amazon partnership, so the Amazon seller clothing company. This is what my clothing company is, Express Lane Clothing. So this is the about page, and then you got the frequently asked questions. Example, how much is shipping? How long will it take to ship my order? How will I know if you have received my order? What is the refund exchange policy? Do we ship internationally? And then for further inquiries, questions, this is a snapshot of what clothes I had and the Instagram page. So there's caps, tote bags, all types of stuff, sweaters, tank tops. So the other business I was doing was the Amazon partnership, but before that I was trying to do the auto sales, so car sales, used car lot and a rental lot. But even for that, you'd have to register in your state or province or your country, and this is what it looks like. This is an example of the shipping. So this is just some of the shipping amounts, tracking, shipping by weight and parcel, small packets. So the next one is the goods, the tax. So you have to pay tax once you're registered. That's another thing. Like I said, you can call them. And then this business card that I got for my shipping solutions. So example of the Amazon seller. So these are my invoices. So these are my expenses and overhead costs, right? So this is my inventory, my cost. So I got these. This is what I was selling on Amazon. And then these are basically more inventory, more items. So you can see the invoices there. There's the invoice. All right, so this is an example of on Amazon, through the Amazon partnership. I'm not going to show the name or the shipping address for obvious reasons. I don't want to put out a customer's information like that. I don't have their permission to share their information or anything of that nature. All right, so this is the example of the the item. So for example, the condition, brand new in box. So these are the items, and then the SKU numbers, things of that nature. Barcode, so it says thanks for buying on Amazon Marketplace. To provide feedback, da 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 da. So there's a total, and then there's my shop, standard shipping, things of that nature. So there's the order ID number, things of that. So I don't want to show the address and the name of the customer, but also there's the addition of it includes the name and the address of the customer, and basically that's all it says. So it says thank you for ordering from Amazon Marketplace. They get a copy, I get a copy, Amazon gets a copy, in case there's any discrepancies or misunderstandings or miscommunication in the order. So for example, if they're like, oh hey, I thought this was a different color, or I thought I was ordering a different product, I need a refund or I need to exchange this item, then I'd be like, no problem, you know. So I just return the item, or I don't have to return their funds. All I have to do is hit cancel, and then they'll be reimbursed by Amazon Marketplace, or Amazon, they'll be reimbursed by Amazon. So what I said last time was I was shipping to different countries like Africa, China, Mexico, Europe, Canada, and United States and stuff. So for example, I'm not going to show the address, I'm just going to show like the province and the thing, just to compare it. For example, this one is West Plains, Missouri, United States. This one is Kamloops, British Columbia, and this one is Quebec, Canada. So unfortunately, I can't, or I do have the other ones, but I just can't find them at the moment. These are just what I had in my filing cabinet. Yeah, but it's a fun experience. Like I said, you get to ship to different places, find out shipping rates, international rates, things of that nature. You find out how e-commerce and international commerce works, and logistics, supply chain, things of that nature. Very fun experience and very educational experience.